In this video, I want to offer parents a very important formula. With this formula, you will help your children grow into confident individuals who can stand on their own feet in the future. I will explain this with an example. A tree has two parts, one above the soil and one below. The part above the soil includes the trunk, branches, leaves, and fruits. The part below the soil consists of the roots, which stretch deep into the earth at least as long as the height of the tree and its branches. When a tree begins to grow, it initially devotes all its energy to its roots. First, the roots start to grow downward, deep into the soil. They develop in the depths and hold firmly to the ground. Just like a person planting their feet firmly before lifting a weight, the tree first sends its roots deep into the earth, and then slowly the trunk begins to rise upwards. If a tree has managed to root deeply into the ground, its trunk will stand strong above the soil. Storms and tremors won't harm it. That tree can hold tons of fruit without breaking, falling, or collapsing. However, if a tree cannot root properly, if there are stones, rocks, or if the soil is infertile or too hard, it cannot grow roots downward. In that case, its trunk won't be able to stand, it won't support its fruits, and it won't withstand the wind or the storm. Even the slightest pressure will cause it to topple. Just like that, the first 6 years of a child's life, on average, are the years when their emotions develop. Just as a tree has roots, a human being has emotions. Roots and emotions are both delicate. Both are easily damaged when touched. Both are fragile. When they face obstacles, they cannot move forward. When rocks and blocks appear before the roots, they break and are injured. Our emotions are the same. If a child is constantly belittled, ignored, or punished for every mistake during childhood, instead of facing stones, they face emotional damage. That child will shut down emotionally. Their emotions cannot develop. They trap their feelings inside. Adults with no facial expressions, those who seem numb, are the clearest examples of this. It's not that they have no emotions, but they've buried them deep inside. Their emotions could never develop. And such individuals, unfortunately, cannot stand strong in adulthood. A small comment can break them. A small word can make them angry or aggressive. They can't be patient. They have no tolerance. They become paranoid. They believe everything is against them. In short, because they lack emotional foundations, because their emotions weren't nourished, these children cannot grow like deeply rooted trees. In the future, when responsibilities come, often through marriage, they begin to fall apart. Someone you thought was a great person before marriage may suddenly turn into someone completely different afterward. That's because now weight has been placed on their shoulders. Fruits, burdens, expectations are added, and the weakness of their roots becomes clear. But if a child up to the age of 6 is able to use their emotions freely, remember, all emotions are innocent during this period. If they can laugh freely, cry when needed, and express their feelings openly to their parents, and if that child receives appreciation, if the parents look them in the eyes and truly listen, if they spend quality time with the child, if they make them feel valued, then this child begins to develop strong emotional foundations. Such a child becomes like a tree whose roots run deep into the ground. As a result, they become a person who is happy with themselves, who enjoys existing, who takes pleasure in life. And when life places burdens on their shoulders in the future, they will carry them with ease. They won't get angry, shout, or blame others. They won't run away from responsibility because they have the internal structure to handle it. In short, just as the strength of a building depends on its foundation, a person's strength depends on their emotions. Those without emotional strength cannot succeed in life. We call this emotional capital. If your emotional capital is strong, if you can manage your emotions, you will succeed in social life. Academic intelligence alone is not enough. Children whose emotions are nourished become fulfilled in individuals. They make their spouses happy. They become good mothers and good fathers. That is why the 0 to 6 or even 0-7 age range is such a critical period. If, during this time, you spend quality time with your children, if you set aside even a small amount of time for them every day, then in the future, these children won't cling to your legs or cause you distress. Believe me, you'll be relieved. You won't have to chase after them for the rest of your life. These children will not only be happy themselves, but will also make you proud and bring joy to your future.